Hi, I'm Ascot from City Skills, and today we're going to discuss street design. A typical street includes 2 travel lanes and a sidewalk. Sometimes trees and a planter strip are placed between the auto and pedestrian traffic. A street can be developed in endlessly creative ways. Just because this is the norm, it doesn't mean it's the most well-rounded or even the most useful design for a given street's actual use. Some streets today are being designed to accommodate bicycles in ways that provide them more protection from vehicles just by rearranging a couple of design components. Some designs dedicate more space to sidewalks, so local restaurants may provide outdoor seating to their customers and attract more passers-by. There is a general consensus in the civil engineering and urban planning fields that there are 4 basic street classes. From smallest to largest, the classes are neighborhood streets, collectors, arterials, and freeways. Classes are usually defined by their lane width, as illustrated here. As with all building, there are standards set by the body that governs the land the road is on. Roads that are already in use are maintained and may be redesigned by the municipality the road resides in, typically a city or a county. In the US, states are typically responsible for freeway maintenance and redesign. If a street is part of a new subdivision, for example, the developer's civil engineer or urban designer will create the street's design. Though this allows for much more aesthetic freedom, profit-driven developers are more likely to choose the least expensive option rather than the most useful or pleasing choice. Street design controls your transportation choices without you ever realizing it. If a street is like the simple, straightforward example shown previously, bicyclists won't find it nearly as appealing as a street that is designed to allow space for cyclists like this. If point A, your house, and point B, the elementary school, are on either sides of a major arterial, a parent is more likely to drive their child to school rather than allow them to walk or bike. This situation also holds if point B is the grocery store and all you need is bananas. It's not necessary to take a car due to the volume you're prepared to purchase, it's just perceivably safer to drive to the store rather than walk or bike there. When we drive, the lens through which we see the road affects our speed, whether we realize it or not. Just as natural as the reaction to turn down the radio when looking for a specific address, we slow down when our sight is blocked and/or what we can see is overcrowded. Street trees force drivers to focus more attention to the road in front of them, rather than up and about by blocking part of the driver's non-essential peripheral vision. Tunnels and even skinny travel lanes have the same effect, as it's harder to keep a car in an 8-foot lane rather than a 10 or 12-foot lane. Advertisements, open space, and wide lanes allow drivers to let their eyes and thoughts wander away from the act of driving. Traditional suburban street design is auto-oriented. These designs sometimes include public bus pullouts. Oftentimes, pedestrians avoid these streets due to the characteristic high traffic speeds and the infrequency of sidewalks. However, wider lanes and no planter strips allow for extra long buses, semi-trucks, and more cars to travel through with ease. These designs are universally used in America due to their simplicity, regardless of what the specific neighborhood or area the road serves demands. Because the designs are largely, if not completely, asphalt and concrete, they are comparatively less expensive to build and maintain. New urbanism is a movement that began with Jane Jacobs' 1961 manifesto, The Life and Death of Great American Cities. This movement focuses on walkability, or one's ability to easily walk for their normal errands and commute. This is achieved through dense, mixed-use neighborhoods. New urbanism is also exemplified by street designs called complete streets. Complete streets include space for outside seating on the sidewalks, planter strips and trees to encourage slower driving speeds, bike lanes, public bus pullouts, and oftentimes space for a light rail or trolley system. Complete streets are usually designed specifically for that individual street. They require a wide public right-of-way. Because the designs are elaborate and include greenery, complete streets are comparatively more expensive to construct and maintain. Thank you for learning about street design with City Skills. If you have any questions, just ask in the comments below or on our Facebook page.